Hey swing trading family, this is Super Swing Trader. I hope you are doing well. Today we're going to take a look at some charts and see where we can identify supply and demand zones and trade it for income. Before I do, if you're new to this channel, here I talk about swing trading using the rules of supply and demand and technical analysis to trade with the big banks, hedge fund managers, and professional traders, and not against them. If that's something you're interested in, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. Also, drop a comment below. Let me know, have you guys placed any trades and have you made any money with swing trading using supply and demand yet? Comment below yes if you have and no if you haven't. I really appreciate your comments because it helps me tailor my content to best serve you. Apart from that, let's get right to evaluating the charts. Okay, let's take a look at the euro dollar versus the New Zealand dollar. This is the daily chart. This is the weekly chart. This W here and this chart here is the monthly. I already drew up all my zones just to make it faster for the analysis, and that way I don't fumble with too many words and wrong analysis and mistaking supply for demand and demand for supply, just to make the video clearer and less error. Okay, so let's take a look at the monthly chart first. Do a top-down analysis. You can see that price dropped down here and then it rallied, so it created this demand zone. It also created here and here too, but as soon as it made this wide bearish candle, we did not want to take any of these continuation points. We want to go towards the end or counter trend and short on the way down when it breaks like this. Okay, so we see that we have this long candle here that formed, and there's a supply zone. I'm taking this whole bar and price has reached that bar now, so I did not want to buy no matter what lower time frames, no matter how good they look. And on the weekly, I have demand up here and right here. Now, I mentioned earlier, yes, price may not work down here, but it could also work. Like for example, even though this trend has been broken, this downtrend has been broken. Let me draw that. So even though this trend has been broken and this CP has less odds of working if price retraces it to it, it is still supply zone that we don't want to trade it per se. We don't want to short this zone, but we also don't want to neglect it if it is a valid supply zone, because it made these 3, 4, 5, 6 huge wide body candles that obviously took out a lot of demand zones to the left here. So we don't want to ignore it, but we don't want to trade it just because it's less odds when we have a reversal that happened already that created 1, 2 supply zone, just 1, 2 demand zones. So we don't want to trade this one, but we do want to acknowledge that it's there, and we don't want to buy into this zone. We want this zone to break, and then it just doesn't look good just because this zone is in control and then it's got another level up here. So we did not want to buy at all. So we just want to have this zone in there just so we know that if price drops down here, then we want to buy, and if it retraces from here and go back up here, then we did not want to buy. We want to take profits. Okay, so that's what we have on the weekly. Oops. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna pause the video and get back to the correct chart. Okay, sorry about that. I accidentally hit a key that took me to a different chart. Okay, so we were on the weekly chart and we see that price, it is in a good uptrend, but this zone here is not good. You can see that it just made one candle and then it made this doji candle already, and then it dropped. So we do not want to go to this zone. We don't want to go long on this zone just because of that. And prices during this kind of price action, because it hit this monthly supply zone, so we have this indication to not go long. And since this higher time frame zone on the monthly is in control, we do not want to buy on any of these lower time frames or on our entry time frame on the daily, just because of the fact that higher time frame supply zone is in control, and we do not want to buy up there because this time frame is months of trading activity, months worth of supply and sell orders, and that will surely take out demand. Even if it didn't take out demand, we would want this zone to be broken, and same with this zone, and even up here. Or if this zone breaks this too, then we would want to go counter trend short. Okay, so that's why I'm not buying here, and I thought about buying here because this has good departure, but then this zone right here on the daily is right here on the weekly, and we just got done talking that this is not a good buy because the monthly supply zone is in control. And so we don't want to buy here, and we don't want to buy here no matter how good it looks, because that's what the big banks want us to think, is to just look at one time frame or look at a lower time frame and say, yeah, this looks great, let's buy it. Well, nope, because their strategy, their bait is to get us to go long here, but we already know that this is a huge area where there's potentially a lot of sell orders left on here. Okay, so we want this zone to break, and then possibly go long down here, because this zone is where this weekly demand zone is. But even then, I would probably wait down here. But no matter the case, I would like to wait for confirmation. The reason why I say I want to go long down here is because that's where this monthly demand, this is not really a monthly demand, it is, but it acquired this zone, potential zone, is just the same as this monthly demand back here, and you can see that price tested this monthly zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times already. So if it drops down here, it could break lower. So we'll see what the Euro New Zealand dollar does, but that's my analysis. I am not buying. Thought about buying, but not buying because of the supply zone right here. All right. Hope that helps you, and that is the analysis on Euro dollar versus the New Zealand dollar. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're not already subscribed, please click the subscribe button and also click that little bell icon. Then that way you'll get notified of the next video that I publish. Thanks again for watching.